Over the course of nearly 2 years, I have released 10 videos in my Deluxe Does Human Things series. That statement is mind-blowing to me because when I filmed that first video, I really wasn't planning ahead. I filmed it as a standalone video. I came up with most of the ideas of the show while I was filming it. The only thing I went into filming with was this bag of candy, and I wanted it to be in the style of like a kid's show. Now, over the course of those 2 years, there have been 4 Deluxe Does Human Things that I have filmed but never released. The first one was actually the first time that I had reviewed one of the those crazy boxes, you know, where you'd make it with like powder and stuff, then you eat it afterwards. I completely filmed and edited that video, but I never released it because I think the audio was all messed up, and I just had put so much time into it. I just got completely burned out, and I knew it would take a lot more time to fix the audio, and I just gave up on it. Maybe one day I'll fix the audio on that and release it as some sort of classic video. I don't know. We'll see. But the next video I did, where I think it was the rice Panda one, I'm pretty sure in that intro I was like, we're gonna do something new, even though I already filmed that because I just didn't release it. It's complicated. The second video that I filmed but never released was myself in front of a green screen reviewing one of those crazy boxes. And the whole joke of the video was I was gonna be in front of a green screen, but the background was gonna be the normal background, and I was never gonna mention it in the video, and it was just gonna be this sort of weird thing. Maybe I'll do it again, but it will be ruined since I spoiled it here. Why I gave up on that video was I messed up the clean plate of the back wall, so it didn't match up completely, and I just didn't have the skills to salvage that, especially since I never mentioned the green screen, and it would have been obvious if I had put something else back there. So I just gave up on that one midway through the edit. Again, maybe I'll edit that one up. Put it down in the comments if you want any of these videos released. The third video that I filmed but never released was myself making some dinosaur-shaped soap with a pack that I got online. This one had a whole host of problems while filming it. Oh man. The first problem was I set up all of my stuff in my room like I normally did, but then realized that I needed to boil water. And at that time, I didn't feel like it was safe to bring boiling water up to my room. I did do it in the next episode after that, but I didn't feel like that was safe. So I moved everything down to my kitchen and filmed it there. The second problem with that video was the time I decided to film it. Now, I filmed this back in July, and around that time I had my wisdom teeth come in, and my wisdom teeth actually got infected at the same time, or maybe that's normal, I don't know. But I was on a lot of painkillers. So for whatever reason, I decided to film this video at midnight. Filming a video takes a long time. The average length of filming for the Deluxe Does Human Things video is usually 2 to 3 hours. So starting at midnight, not a good idea. So I filmed it at midnight while on a lot of painkillers, and there was a lot of waiting involved with the mixing and the soap and all that. It did not go well. But again, I've completed the whole filming. I actually went to bed in the middle of it because I got really tired because it went to like 3 in the morning. And I don't know. The soap wasn't really interesting for me enough while I was editing it. I was like, well, this isn't going to make an interesting video. It's just me stirring soap and dumping it into molds. Now, for all those videos, I had filmed the video all the way through and decided to scrap it either during or after the editing. This most recent filming was different, and it taught me a valuable lesson. During the outro to my Halloween episode, I said that I probably wasn't going to have a Christmas episode for 2020 because I couldn't go out to see my family, and the Christmas episodes are about family and food. Even though I said that and put that in a video, I really wanted to have a Christmas episode, and even one that reflected how Christmas was this year for me personally. I imagined this shot of some snowy trees, and I would walk up and say, "Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Deluxe Does Human Things. I'm Deluxe, and you're watching an episode of Deluxe Does Human Things." Now, I bet when you saw these snowy trees, you thought this was some sort of stock footage that I got off the internet, but it is not. That was my main drive for the episode, because I have been building up this reputation for having stock videos in my videos. So having something that looks like a stock video and then I walk into it, I thought that would be quite funny, I guess. Now, the location that I chose for the episode was the Great Cooper's Rock State Forest in West Virginia. I used to go there a lot as a kid, mostly in the summertime, and even though it's a bit of a drive from where I live, I still thought it would be nice to film there. So I thought that the location was a bit more important than whatever I was reviewing, so I just picked up some random chocolate Oreo thing, I think it was Oreos, to review. So after I ordered the chocolate and got all my equipment ready, all I had to do was wait for some snow. December 17th. Around my house there was about 1 to 2 inches of snow, and I thought, that's not too bad. It'll look good on camera. It's not too dangerous. I don't need to prepare that much. I put on 3 layers of socks, 2 layers of pants, and 3 layers of shirts, with another jacket on top of that. And because there was only about 1 to 2 inches, or it might have been 3, I thought, hiking boots would probably be fine, because I don't have any snow boots that fit me right now, and I didn't feel like going out shopping for more. The highways were pretty clean on the way up, which gave me hope, but I noticed that the closer I got, the more snow was on the ground. When I got to the exit, it was not paved, and there was a little bit over a foot of snow on the ground. There were tire tracks in it, so I thought, well, other people are going, this should be fine, right? So I drive in and go to the parking lot, which is not too far from the exit, and as soon as I pull in, I slide a little bit in the parking spot, and I knew I was stuck. I was like, oh well, I'm gonna be here for a couple hours probably. Maybe it'll be better when I get back. So I just take my stuff and I start walking. There's this clearing that I used to go to a lot that I had planned for the video. It wasn't too far from the entrance, so I knew it would be in walking distance no matter what. But it was about 1,000 feet away from that turn, and walking 1,000 feet in a foot of snow is very hard. It was incredibly peaceful, but at the same time, it was a bit unnerving, probably for the same reason. I was alone in the middle of the snow. Anyway, once the existential dread had passed, I found a nice location and started filming the intro. Now, I'm gonna clue you in on a little secret about myself. I am really, really bad at doing intros. I mess them up all the time. Now, I bet when you saw these snowy trees that you thought that this was some sort of stock footage that I got off the internet, like I usually do, but it is not. I am currently messing up the intro again. I'd say for the average episode, I'd probably film more than 10 takes of the intro because I just keep on messing them up. I am honestly really bad at making intros. It's kind of sad that over time I've gotten better at editing, gotten better at, the filming and lighting, but me performing has not gotten better over time. Anyway, I wanted to film each chocolate or pair of chocolates in its own location, and I had a couple of lenses with me that I borrowed from my brother, so I was thinking about getting some interesting shots. So after I filmed the intro, I set up what I thought was an interesting shot, and I messed it up. It's clearly out of focus and I'm not even completely in frame. But don't mind that. That's not the important part. It was at this point in the video where I just sort of broke. I had been there for probably an hour and a half, and all I had done was walk 1,000 feet, do the intro, and move to one location. And it just was exhausting. So I just sort of had a mental breakdown standing in the snow 200 feet away from my camera. It was a very weird situation to be in. So after I had that little breakdown, I moved the camera to a different spot to explain the situation a little bit better. All right, I'm gonna keep it real here. I'm very cold. My ankles are getting filled with snow, even though I wore a whole bunch of socks. You can actually see in this shot that there's a fog that's rolling in. Now, it was about 25 to 30 degrees there. That fog lowered it about 10 degrees. It was chilling. So that was it. I walked back to my car, and it was stuck in the snow. I did have to have a couple people help me get out of that parking spot, but then I just drove home. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, this sort of monologue. If you did, tell me, and maybe I'll ramble about other things, about my past and the history of this channel. I want to release more gaming content like I used to in the past, so more videos with my friends, or more solo videos, or like let's plays, I guess, if I really feel like it. I also want to stream more, and by more I mean at all, because I haven't streamed in a while. Anyway, that should be it for the video. I've been rambling for far too long. If you enjoyed the video, tell me down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.